right, so today I'm obviously back. Had a little break. If you missed that last video announcing why and what's kind of going on, I'll link that video in the eye and down below. But for the first video back, I figured we could just hang out together, do kind of like a coffee and ketchup. Ooh, I just pictured coffee and actual ketchup. Glad I put all of that in your brains now. Grab your cup of coffee or tea, whatever you're drinking, and we can hang out. That Fred Meyer creamer I showed, the Danish cookie, whatever it is, so good. It's up there with the Chobani for me. Okay, I do have a very exciting announcement, and then I also just have some other updates and kind of like housekeeping kind of things. So I just wanted to sit down, hang out. Let's get into it. Let's start off with the announcement, which I'm so excited to share. Okay, so one thing I did work on when I was on my break is this candle, which is launching right now, today, when you are seeing this video. It is live. I'm gonna obviously tell you all the details, but this is a collaboration between myself, Anchored Northwest, and Project Beauty Share. And the way that this kind of came about, I just think is so cool. So I discovered Anchored Northwest, which is a local to Washington candle company, but I actually found them on Etsy just completely random when I was starting to look into getting handmade candles. I featured Anchored Northwest in my favorite products of Etsy video. Tons of you guys have purchased from them. They're based in Spokane, which is also where Project Beauty Share is based. Project Beauty Share is a nonprofit that I've partnered with for, I think this is the 4th year now. They're the charity that you guys always support during 15 Days of Foundation. They're just amazing women behind the charity that are running it. Also, I just really love their message and what they do. So I was so excited that two of my favorite organizations, brands were able to come together with me to create this candle. I got to 100% have full reign creating this candle, and I just, out of full transparency, am not making a dime off of this collaboration. This is totally for charity, so 40% of each candle goes directly to Project Beauty Share, which, let me just say, is a huge amount. Usually when a portion of proceeds are donated, it can be anywhere from like a few percent to 10%. So the fact that we're donating 40% of each candle sold directly to Project Beauty Share, I'm really excited about. And I'm also very excited about this candle because it is my dream candle basically since I got to create it. So I had full creative control with this, from the packaging, the name, the scent, developing it, everything. So one of my all-time favorite scents are actually my laundry detergent pods, which smell like laundry but also have this kind of like cologne scent to them. I could sniff those in 24/7 all day long. So I wanted to create a candle that basically represented my favorite laundry. Man, I would say it's like a manly laundry. So this candle is called Love You Loads. And there are laundry-inspired notes of cotton blossom, lemon, linen, sandalwood, amber, powder, and light musk. I love musky kind of scents, but I also wanted this, again, to smell like laundry. And these candles are hand poured by Anchored Northwest. They're soy based, and the wick in here is an untreated cedar wood wick, which I also love. I'm gonna be buying about 25 of these because they are limited edition, and personally I've never found a candle that exists that smells like this, which is why I wanted to make one. Pre-order is available right now, so you can click the link down below, pre-order your Love You Loads candle, support Project Beauty Share, and orders are gonna begin shipping in a couple weeks around April 1st. So the candles are limited edition. They're gonna be available for sale through the month of April, but it's just based on whatever quantity they have left. So if you want to make sure to get your hands on one or a couple, you could buy them as gifts. I liked the name Love You Loads too because I thought it would be a cute gift to give for people. So if you want to be sure to get your hands on them, I would do the pre-order just to make sure you're in. If you've never purchased an Anchored Northwest candle before, they burn amazing. They smell the room great. I love the packaging. It's like heavy, nice quality packaging, and I'm very excited to support a Washington small business. Also with the candle, it comes with a matching lid and I have the W logo on top. So again, I'll have the link down below. I hope that you guys will support Project Beauty Share and try out this candle. And let me know what you think. I can't wait to see your photos and everything once you start getting them. Definitely tag me on Instagram when you start burning this bad boy. I think that's everything on the candle. If you guys have any specific questions about your order or the candles themselves or anything, I'll have Anchored Northwest's email down below and also their Instagram. You can DM them as well. All right, coffee break. Okay, what's next? This is packed full of updates here. So next, very mini announcement. I have now created 2 TikToks. Not 4, 2 TikToks. You know how it is. I can't just start one thing. I have to start double. The first one is Taylor Wynn, which is obviously going to be similar things to YouTube, beauty, lifestyle, anything I feel like posting on TikTok. And I do have videos up right now, so you can go follow over there. I'll also have the links down below if you want to just click the link and follow that way. So if you want to see more content, follow that account. And then my second TikTok, which I've also been posting to, I think it has like 5 or 6 up so far. That one is for travel and food content. So I have a food Instagram account called Seattle Foodscapades that I've had for I think about a year now, which I absolutely love. Food is like my second passion in life. So right now, because we're not traveling things, the Lifescapades account is mostly Washington content and Seattle, but once we can travel again, travel and food will all be going on that TikTok. And it's also just kind of like a new fun challenge for me. I haven't had a new platform to like fully learn in a while, and TikTok is definitely interesting. I did a ton of research on TikTok, and if you're kind of like rolling your eyes to TikTok, that's how I was. That's why I haven't created one in a long time. Probably should have done this about 6 months ago, but it's actually really interesting TikTok. You can find anything from like accounting videos, there's a candle talk hashtag, there's like tons of different niches and kind of subcategories on TikTok. So if you're thinking like you're not into like the dancing videos and things like that, that's how I was. There's a lot of actual useful information and just kind of fun videos on there. If you've been resisting the TikTok, wow, I sound so old, check it out. I think it's pretty cool. I have the Love You Loads candle burning in the background right now in my apartment, smelling amazing, smelling like laundry. So I figured we could talk a little bit about how the break went and just some things I realized, because I will say it was very, what's the word? It was very illuminating, I guess you could say. It wasn't quite what I had pictured, honestly. A couple big things happened to happen while I was taking time off, which now I'm just like, thank you, universe, for that timing, because it was a lot. It wasn't COVID related, but just with someone very close to me in my life, some stuff happened, and it was just the timing of that, where I was at, it was just a good thing that it happened the way it did. But it was very much needed and very useful. So as far as the health stuff, all that's exactly the same as the last video I shared. If you're someone who tends to be like I am, just very workaholic, throws yourself into everything, and you can't really like slow down, and you feel like maybe part of your identity is tied to your work or your productivity, I highly, highly recommend reading this book. I thought it was gonna be kind of like Kumbaya, take a vacation, just based on the cover. Not what it is at all. If you've ever read Malcolm Gladwell, it's a very similar style to that, where there's tons of like scientific studies basically to back up what they're saying. He goes through a ton of well-known people throughout history, I will say. One critique is that there's not a single woman example in this book. So yeah, that could be better. It doesn't just talk about rest, it's basically about active rest, changing the structure of your work, of your days, the importance of sleep and walking, and things that we don't really think about, how it directly relates to your work. And for me, that's a really good connection that I had to make, because in the past, I've always viewed downtime or taking time off or whatever as, it's hard to do for me, because if I have a functioning day or a functioning couple hours, I basically have to work. I have to use that time that I can to get things done. And I basically didn't rest. I didn't do any kind of like outside hobbies. I didn't do anything other than my work, which obviously is not the best. It's not healthy, it's not sustainable. And I wanted to mention this because it kind of like set the framework for what I'm gonna be doing moving forward. But I also I think it's such a good book for you to read, especially if you're in your kind of late 20s, early 30s, and you're at maybe like a similar point in your career where you have invested a ton of time and just worked yourself to death, basically. This is worth your time, I promise you. I also started therapy, and I wanted to mention that. I was debating at first, like, do I mention this? Do I not mention this? There shouldn't be a stigma around therapy or mental health. It's 2021, and I think that if you can, you should 100% consider going. Just the amount that I've learned I've actually been doing it for about a month and a half now, has been so valuable. And if you're someone who isn't sure about it, or maybe you're worried about what other people will think or whatever it is, if you can, do it. Therapy is covered under a lot of insurance, so I just want to put that out there too. But it's been really helpful to just talk through some of the stuff that has been going on, for 15 years that has all kind of like built up to now. So while there was a lot happening in my personal life, both with my health stuff and then also the other thing I mentioned, it was still I feel like I got a lot out of it. You're constantly in this routine of just going and going and pushing through and overworking yourself. You're not able to take time to kind of zoom out and step back and look at what's working, what's not working, what can you change. It's really important to do that, and I realized that. So I touched on this in the last video, so I'm just gonna kind of summarize, but 3 videos a week for me, given my health stuff and the amount of time I can function, is not a healthy thing to be doing. I would love to get to the point where my health gets better and I'm able to do 3 videos a week without working in the middle of the night. But until then, I am prioritizing my health and just trying to find a better balance of what works for me given the amount of hours in a day that I am upright. So my new YouTube schedule right now is 2 videos a week. I am actually going to be kind of like playing around with different days and upload times to see what performs best in all of my years on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I've done Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So for the first time ever, I'm switching it up, seeing if there's maybe a different time that performs better or that you guys like better. Different days of the week, who knows? We're getting wild over here. Things are getting crazy. But for me, that actually is very hard. I like having structure and I like saying like I can be here every this day at this time. But right now the most important thing for me is to, like I said, focus on my health, cut back on stress where I can, and having kind of more flexible schedule of 2 videos a week that I can post whenever seems like the right thing to do right now. So I'll keep you guys updated if that changes, if I decide to do, a set day, set time, whatever. But hopefully you guys don't mind too much. As long as there's 2 videos a week, you'll see my face, I will be here, and I'll also be, like I said, on TikTok. So I am still gonna be doing Foundation Friday. Obviously it's not gonna be every single Friday. I think what I am gonna do though is when I do post Foundation Friday videos, I might do a combo, like 3-in-1 kind of reviews, where I can kind of do kind of more comprehensive reviews rather than first impressions, where I've tried them a few times and can kind of give you my thoughts on multiple foundations in one video. Let me know what you guys think of that. I also am gonna be doing some short form foundation reviews on new products launching on TikTok. So if you wanna know my thoughts there before maybe a Foundation Friday goes up, that's where those are gonna be. So I'm hoping that this new schedule is a little bit more manageable. Last month has been pretty rough health-wise, as it has been. So I'm just trying to do what I can on my end and realize that I am in control of, changing certain things within my own business. First time I'm realizing I can change things. So that's kind of where I'm at. I wanted to say thank you to you guys because I did check the messages and stuff once I got back on social media. I was completely off social media for the whole month. I deleted all of the apps, which was also very eye-opening, but I'm doing small things now so that I don't get kind of sucked back in. If you didn't know, you can actually put time limits on apps on your iPhone. So now when it hits 8 o'clock, I should probably make it sooner, but when it hits 8 o'clock, all of my apps are frozen, like all my social media apps. You don't get notifications, so I'm not seeing like push notifications pop in from YouTube and Instagram and emails and stuff like that, so that hopefully I can kind of turn my brain off a little bit at night. Where was I going with that? I read your guys' messages when I did re-download all the apps and stuff. I just want to say thank you for thinking of me, I guess, while I've been gone. It does mean a lot to me, and I really appreciate that you guys were understanding of the break. It can't keep going on like this. So I hope you guys understand. I, again, will have the link to the Love You Loads candle linked down below right now. You can buy it pre-order. I feel like that was a very jam-packed video. Hopefully I didn't forget anything, but I'm gonna start posting on everything again. I'm back. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.